Welcome, everybody, back to
Dadventurous.
That's right, our show where I am the dad.
And I'm the daughter.
And we go on adventures together.
Yeah, we play...
Basically.
We, imaginary adventures. We play Dungeons & Dragons as a group podcast, and... Wait, why are we doing an introduction?
I don't know. I was just being silly.
Oh, okay.
Well, but we do all those things.
Yeah, we do all those things. And for anybody who is starting in the middle for some reason, or
episode 7,
needs a reminder of what we do.
That's right.
There you go.
And we've been getting some other great comments on the social media. One thing that I'm going to be doing today, we have got a few suggested NPCs and NPC names from some fans.
Oh yeah, we did request that.
We did, and so we are going to use some of those today, and I will make it be known. But I just wanted to say, if people are interested in hearing a name that they want in the podcast, you want to get a shout out, something like that, we love doing it. So keep an eye out for that, or an ear out.
An ear out.
Don't keep an eye out.
No, you can't see us doing anything.
We're an illusion.
Invisibility.
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready to jump into the story?
I do believe I am.
Well, then, with a chime on the bell and the fog rolling in, distant foghorn, boo, I will leave it to our investigator. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Dadventurous.
You know what they always say? Where there's smoke, there's fire. And it seemed I'd followed this originally just a paper blaze into more of a paper trail. I had managed to defeat a strange, crabby beast from getting its claws on a young newsie, and now I've managed to follow my way back to cleaner air and hopefully back towards Automancers in Brixie's garage, place of invention and motor oil.
Invention and motor oil is true. As I believe she was kind of carrying you. She was...
we were...
You were being supported.
Yeah.
And she was taking you to the garage to get you all treated up, to get you all healed up was the plan, and to discuss some things.
Yeah.
Brixie, again, this...
She was an Earth Genasi.
Yes, again, so you're being supported by someone about your height, a bit older, you know. It's hard to give it an age for her, but again, an Earth Genasi, she has this kind of slate gray, kind of toned skin,
and
almost cracked in appearance a little bit upon closer inspection. And this white hair, again, she's wearing like a leather apron, leather tool belt full of gizmos and gadgets and all sorts of fun stuff.
Oh, weird little tinkering tools.
That's right. And she leads you over down this alley, kind of across the street, a minute or two away, not super far away.
Yeah.
And the hubbub of kind of the main section of Merkborough here, you pass through it again, and you come very quickly to this massive warehouse, this garage, which just has arcane glowing lights along the top. They move, dance back and forth a little bit. There is just a whirlwind of people. You already saw some of these workers and firefighters and things that all kind of didn't look like government officials. They looked like Brixie workers.
They're people who...
Mm-hmm. The people of Merkborough.
Yeah.
They're basically like engineers. Yeah. And so as you get closer to the garage, the hubbub is crazy. I mean, there's probably 100, maybe 200 employees that work for Brixie the Automancer. She runs a massive warehouse, tons of bay garage doors that open up, trolleys that are coming out, just like in where you're from in the in the fens.
In the fence.
But so many more trolleys, so many more things coming out of here. There's crates moving in and out. There's arcane like forklifts being operated, basically.
Oh, wow.
The intensity of the shop here is pretty impressive.
I think I just kind of take a look and kind of whisper to Brixie, half to Brixie and half to myself, just, you have got a lot of people down there.
I do, yeah. No, we've got quite the thing going, don't we? Here, come in.
Yeah.
Come to my office and we'll chat.
Oh,
And I'll
yes.
get you something for all of that. And she just points at you.
Oh, I think Mel probably looks down at her
Yeah, you're a little beat
sleeve
up, I
and
think.
sees it's a little torn up and just like, all right. And I follow her in probably. As I enter, can I just make an ambient kind of perception check for nothing specific, but just I think Mel would probably be
Yeah.
just kind of looking around her surroundings at this. She's probably hasn't been around this much activity before.
Yeah, so as you walk in, I think there's all the bay doors and you can kind of already see into the warehouse and there's a
Yeah.
lot of hubbub, movement, people working on stuff. You see like welding basically happening. These are all just like artificers essentially.
Working in buildings.
Yeah, and not all of them. Some of them are just blacksmiths. Some of them are just tinkerers. But there's definitely the thrum of magic in this building.
Mhm.
Brixie leads you through kind of one of the bigger bay doors up front. And it's kind of funny. Maybe you expected a more clean area based
Office.
on her, but she starts leading you up these old rickety wooden stairs that probably need to get rebuilt, but
Nobody's
she
got
doesn't
around
have
to
time
it.
for that.
Yeah.
And as you were going up the stairs, yeah, you can make a perception check.
All right. 14.
14,
to
okay.
start off the day.
I think what you notice that probably catches your eyes immediately is the magic. I mean,
Yeah.
magic is a regulated thing here in Mirelight. You have to be careful about it. Too much, as we've talked about.
Can open rifts
Mhm.
and summon the gloom spawn.
And so what you see is like groups of these engineers, on the far end of the warehouse. They all step into like an area that is cordoned off in sort of like an octagon shape.
Oh.
And they have sort of this arcane battery in the middle. They all cast magics and fill up the battery. And then there's all these other like people nearby that are waiting. There's like a pause and work for a second.
And
And then after a little bit, a little whistle goes off and people get back to work. And you notice kind of this very organized use of magic.
Oh.
And then after that happens, you notice that no one else uses magic for a while.
Oh.
Yep. So it's just, that's kind of the perception, is you're just noticing a very organized thing. Brixie leads you up the stairs. She goes to open the doorknob of this like office that has a bunch of windows overlooking the warehouse. The doorknob like doesn't work right away, and she like she's like, sorry, hang on. And she just like shoulders it. And as it opens, it's just like, and she's like, I should really oil that. And
It's like,
leads you into this office.
all right. Yeah, Mel was probably not expecting that for what Brixie's reputation is and from having met her.
Well, and the warehouse is beautiful.
Mhm.
Warehouse is organized, clean. Even these guys who are working on stuff, like there's people dedicated to just cleaning the warehouse and keeping it organized, putting tools away, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so the office is kind of funny because you step in, there's an old wooden desk with some old kind of like weirdly welded metal chairs and like the windows overlooking the warehouse. One of them's got a big old crack in it. And
It's
her
not very,
her desk is a mess.
Uh-huh.
So definitely that kind of person.
Yeah.
And she's like, come in here, have a seat. I got some for you. Hang on. She starts rummaging through cupboards.
Okay. As I sit down, I think I kind of just look around and say to her, Brixie,
Yeah.
I was wondering,
Of course.
as I noticed out in the downstairs, your work uses a lot of magic.
It does.
How are you regulating that?
Oh, proprietary secrets, isn't it? I'll tell you a little bit though. Here it is. And she opens up this cupboard and she pulls out this kind of square tin
Oh.
And she sets it down on the counter and she opens it up and she pulls out this little like sugared, candied, like, what do you call those? The Turkish delight, those like jelly.
Oh, one of those things.
An old but still good soft sugary candy.
Oh.
Like a gummy gel candy.
Yeah, like one of those.
And she kind of like dusts it off, she pulls it up, she looks it over a little bit and she goes, I think it's still good. Here you go.
You think?
Yeah, I haven't had to have one in a while, but yeah, they should work good. Here you go.
I take it and
okay. She's like, I got this from one of the ogre clans.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Give it a try.
Mel's very skeptical of this thing. Just looks...
You want to investigate it, or what do you mean?
I think she would. Just
okay.
Not necessarily out of mistrust, but just because of
the life she lives.
The life she lives.
Yeah.
Where she's probably makes a habit of checking unfamiliar sources of food.
Very.
So what would this even be? Investigation?
Or insight?
I'll do investigation. 21.
21. I think what catches you is like she pulled this tin out of her office. The tin looks beat up. The candy seems like kind of the vibe of getting something like this. You maybe would have expected it to be hard. Maybe you would have expected it to smell a little weird. It smells really good.
Huh.
Puts off like a very strawberry smell. And honestly, a type of smell you probably haven't had much food like this before.
Oh.
And I think with that investigation, you notice how perfectly formed it is, how perfectly dusted it is.
It's like, it's a very nice piece of Turkish
delight. This is a nice
delight.
piece of candy, yes.
Okay. I think she just go like...
I think, and even Marv in your head like pipes up and he's like, you're not supposed to eat food from strangers, but that sure looks pretty tasty.
I answer him in my head, yeah, I mean, there's all those stories, but like...
Brixie's always been someone who works for the people, so it's probably fine. What could go wrong? And he just...
Famous last words.
Those weren't my last words.
Well, there's still one of us around to say them. I pop it in my mouth.
Okay. Did you have any wounds still?
I did. Wait, did I get healed? No. Yeah, no. I did.
So, you can get a free short rest effect, courtesy of this thing. I believe your short rest dice are a D8.
Yes.
So you can use 2d8 to heal yourself up, what you need to do.
All right. Which gets me all the way back up to full.
Does it?
So that's nice.
How much did you get?
I got 17 hit points
Whoa,
healed.
Nicely done.
So
wonderful. So you
that.
eat this piece of candy and you feel wonderful. You feel your wounds stitch up. You feel, your clothes are still beat up, but definitely this kind of delicious candy that has a little bit of a restorative quality to it.
Oh.
And she says, now more to your question. I can't give away all my secrets, but I can tell you that at the very least, we are very organized and we are very conscientious of how the rifts seem to form.
Yes, that's a good precaution for somebody to have.
Yes, and most of the risk comes from when we are filling the arcane batteries, but for the most part, the other work we're doing is smaller, so we are able to space things out and be cautious. It's not that we haven't had our occasional mishap, but as she says that, she probably like nods her head and gestures kind of behind you towards the table. In her office, you see like rift scars on the ground.
Oh,
yeah.
Just like, oh.
So.
Well, it's good to see that you at least have a system going. Better than some places I've been at. But I was hoping I could talk to you about some things.
Yes, of course. Anytime. You helped save not only some people, but one of my creations from being permanently destroyed. So I appreciate it. And I saw, of course,
the printing press.
The creature that you were dealing with, and the reaction of our lack of better word, the coppers.
Have you had reactions like them, or like that from them before?
Oh, sure, anytime we have a magical incident
Yeah.
or a accident, as they like to call it. We'll say that lately we have had more accidents and less cooperation from the MMCD.
Oh. More rifts popping up using less magic, or
Not necessarily rifts, just more creatures.
more of them
Yeah,
being attracted here?
yes.
Alright.
But we, of course, me and my team, we are usually quick to respond, quick to help close off what we need to close off, get back to work.
Alright.
So what's your questions?
Yes, I was going to ask you, understand that you have a lift here up to the skyline?
Your gondola?
Yeah,
Yeah, of course. I do all sorts of deals with the Skyliners.
I'm a private investigator, and
Oh, really?
yes, and
I suppose that explains your need to jump into the fire as it was?
Oh, yes, I was there for a reason and, couldn't just stand by and let something get burned. But I've been hired to investigate a disappearance. And
I think she sits down at her desk and leans her slate gray hands together and leans forward, very interested, her eyebrows going wide.
And from what I've found, my clues have led me up to, higher up. And
I see.
But my problem is that I don't have any qualification papers. Hard to come by. Have I deceived her?
I'm just asking.
No.
You're being a little bit vague, but
I'm not trying to deceive her.
Okay.
I'm just trying to not disclose information.
she got a 19 on her insight check.
Do I need to roll for something?
That's only if you want to be deceptive, or if she's just trying to read you.
I'm just vague,
Okay.
so I don't think I'd be trying to.
And I take it that your visit to Merkborough, as I don't know that we've met before,
no, I've
had something to do with acquiring papers from a certain acquaintance of ours?
Yes. But,
Understood.
I was told that perhaps it would be better to speak to you.
Well, I can't get you papers. Only Quiddleby can get you papers, but I have the lift, of course.
Would you disclose this conversation to anyone?
Do I need to?
Would you?
That depends on what you tell me, love.
All right.
Let me say this before you go any further. Brixie's Garage works for Brixie's Garage. Merkborough, I've sort of become me and my team have sort of become the governor, firefighter force, that sort of thing. But I deal with Skyliners, and I deal with the other districts. So I just want to let you know before you continue, but go on as you like.
Yes. So I've been investigating the disappearance, and I don't know if you'll recognize the name of one Jessa Cass. I've been hired by her sister, and she has gone missing.
Jessa, I think I do know that name, actually.
She may have contacted you, or at least was planning to a while back.
Yes, no, I don't think I ever got to meet her, but I did talk with my assistant, and she said that we had received a missive from Jessica Cass about perhaps...
About possibly joining your...
Being an intern, yes.
Yes.
Yes, no, I recognize the name. It was a little while back, though. I don't believe I know anything else. Is she... And she's the one that's missing?
Yes, she's the one that's missing. And
I see.
Unfortunately, from what I've found, the powers beyond just street muggers seem to have come into play. And
I think she leans back in her chair at this point, and she kind of has a smirk on her face, and she's like, being awfully vague, are we? I assume you're talking about one of the crime families or our friendly neighborhood coppers?
Oh, I know for sure it's, you know what? I just, and I also, say to Marv in my head, just like, I'm a teller.
Yeah. Hey, do what you gotta do to move the case along.
All right.
But, kid, always be careful. You never know who to trust.
When am I not careful?
Yeah, I know. I still like to tell you, though.
Well, suppose that's, fair enough. I'll tell it to you straight. The Jessica's disappearance, may have been orchestrated by the Gallows family.
She goes, hoo, I see. And so, little Miss Private Investigator is on her way to track down the Gallows family and find a missing person?
Yes, find a missing person.
And you need papers from the
from
press
Mr. Quoby or
and
somebody
a
else.
lift ride
and a
from
lift.
me, huh?
Yeah.
She leans forward with a smirk. She goes, I like you. Look, I may deal with everybody. I generally am a little bit of a neutral party, but I'm not naive. I understand how the city works. Going up against the Gallows family is not exactly recommended.
No, but, well, hopefully my intention is to, maybe not go up directly against the Gallows family.
I see. You
See
got
if I
hired to
can-
do a job. You want to do the job.
Yes.
Understood. I appreciate that. There's sort of a quality there I can get along with.
Perhaps there's more that will come along the way, but for now, my intention is to do what I was hired to do.
Yes, I see. She starts tapping, like pencil she pulls from behind her ear on the desk. She's tapping it back and forth.
Jessa wanted to come work for you. And,
Yes, I got that in the missive. Admittedly, we have a lot of applications. We have a lot of people coming, and to be completely honest, I don't remember anything particularly special about her missive.
No.
But was I wrong? I've been known to be wrong on occasion.
Well, her sister told me that Jessa wanted to come work with you because she is different than, me and, other normal civilians around the city, and,
She gets real interested and she leans forward again. How do you mean different?
she is like you in her abilities. And I, reach out my hand and take off that little red bracelet that I've been wearing.
Nice.
And I hand it to her.
She
Take a
looks at
look.
it for a little bit and her eyes furrow down and she leans back in her chair and she goes, a little bit crude. Not exactly the best materials here, but
She hasn't exactly had practice as far as I can tell.
I see. A proper enchanter, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we haven't had one of those come up through the ranks in a long time. Most of my people here are just, low level. Artificers, engineers, tinkerers, that sort of thing, but somebody who can truly imbue magic into an item,
That's
well, that
pretty
is
rare.
quite rare, myself included. And she's missing, you say?
Yes, she's been.
And of course, she was registered, of course. Is she in the system with the MMCD for being an enchanter, or is she someone I could maybe look up, or?
Not exactly.
Ah,
Her sister told me that she, enchanted small things. Like this bracelet. Just small items, small little gadgets, but she wanted to.
that's dangerous work,
Yes, it is, and I.
No, I mean,
I told
that's
her that,
dangerous for more than just being unlicensed. That can open rifts.
Yes.
Ah,
And
I see. You're well versed then.
I've been following a bit of a, not just a clue trail to, along my investigation. And there's been some more of what you described, more rift activity. I'm from the Fens.
Yes, I was thinking that was a Merkborough problem. So this might be something that's happening elsewhere too.
Yes.
I see. She looks at the bracelet one more time. She says, come with me. Maybe we
Alright.
can help each other out.
All right.
And she takes the bracelet and she looks at it one more time for a long minute and then she tosses it back to you.
I catch it.
And she sticks the pencil behind her ear and she leads you out of her office.
Right. I think I go down, follow her out.
As you're walking and talking, she leads you down the stairs and she starts taking you through the warehouse.
Yeah.
Past all sorts of crazy gadgets being tested. arcane devices. You see like mugs, you see like lamp lights, you see
I just thought like, are they like self-heating mugs, like those weird things
oh for
you
sure
find?
yeah, that kind of vibe. Lots of little things, automatic hair brushers, like all sorts of little things. And then as you move along, you start seeing some people working on like the trolleys. You start seeing like a backup gondola car that's being tampered with and worked on. Some of the arcane batteries on this shelf over here. You also see a presence of like clothing.
Oh.
Yeah. There's
Just
like you get to a point where it's pretty fancy looking clothing. It's just clothing, but there's people like with goggles and gear like working on the clothing.
Have I ever seen enchanted clothing really before?
Mm-mm.
I think I'd look and probably just, if she would answer it, just say, I didn't know you people were able to enchant or make,
Oh, we're not enchanting the clothing. Not necessarily, but we are working on some new techniques. Here, watch this.
Huh?
And she goes over and she like holds out this little, almost like a copper tube.
Oh.
And she says, we've been working on this new sort of storage device.
Oh.
And she like bangs the copper tube on the table, and like flying out of this tube that's like maybe 6 inches tall and maybe 2 inches around is just like a whole wardrobe of clothing.
Oh.
And it's like been sucked into this like extra dimensional little storage tube.
I think Mel probably reflexively like dodges out of the way and is just like,
and they just kind of flop down. One of the engineers looks over at her, and she goes, sorry, I had to show it off. And he goes, oh man. And he starts picking up all the clothes again.
I think Mel's just staring at it like, that thing can be used as a projectile.
And
put the right amount of things in it.
And she starts chatting with you as you come, and she goes, so tell me, private investigator, what brought you into that line of work, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, when I was about 2 years ago, I had another job, kind of in the same line of work, but I had a little bit of a mishap on the job, and I still liked, investigating around these rifts and mysteries, just with my own way to do it.
Are you trying to keep that one a bit more vague?
Yes.
She rolled a 19 on her insight.
This is
So
gonna go
deception.
badly.
Well, you have a decent deception, I think.
19?
Mhm.
I got a 19.
So meets it or beats it. Let's just do a roll
Like
off.
that's the DC.
I forget.
Okay, so
Roll off, no modifiers.
Yeah.
Just D20 roll off. I got a 15.
I got a 19.
Okay. So
Yum.
she reads that and she goes, okay. And what's with the magic sword, if you don't mind me asking? You get the sense that old Brixie here maybe has
A little bit of
a
that.
little bit of her abilities is to sense some things.
Well,
Not much gets past old Brixie when it comes to magic.
suppose I probably should have expected that. All right, then. I look down at the sword and say, why don't you tell her yourself?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. She straight up stops. And right as you guys were about to cross through this threshold at the back of the warehouse, she straight up stops, turns around with her eyes wide, and looks at you.
I'm just like,
And then Marv goes, hey, I'm Marv. I'm a sword.
well, he didn't used to be a sword. He's a sword now.
Used to be real handsome. Used to be taller than both of you, muscles. So big you could.
She rolls her eyes.
And Brixie looks very intrigued.
Don't ask me how. I have no idea.
She is just straight up shocked, actually. And she goes, really?
Yeah?
I take it this was
It was accidental.
an accidental magic incident?
Yes, well, there was a rift that we came across while hunting down some people that we suspected to be of criminal dealings, and
So I take it you were maybe not a private investigator back then?
no, I didn't used to be a private investigator.
I see.
I like doing things my own way. In that rift incident, there was Marv turned into a sword. That's the best way I can describe it, and we both quit the job.
You know what?
What?
I've got 2 propositions for you. I can get you on a lift up top. If Quilby gets you those papers, you are welcome to ride the lift. As far as I'm concerned, you saved my bacon today. And I'd let you go for a ride on the lift. But I have 2 routes for you. I've got a problem at one of my workstations back here. We've had it for a while. I'm pretty good at recognizing magic. I'm pretty good at recognizing the amount of magic that might cause an issue as far as the rift is concerned. I can enchant things, as
Yes.
you well know, as is well known about me,
Yes.
registered throughout the city. I've never been quite good at the emotional side of, and as a bit of a private investigator and now maybe self-imposed rift dealer, Marv chuckles at this. He goes, it's not like we did a great job.
Well, you were the one who decided to close it, Marv.
Yeah, somebody had to.
Hmm.
And she's just looking more and more fascinated, and she's like, I have a workstation that no one's been able to use for a while. It seems that whenever we do, it flares with a little bit of unstable magic, and we've just cordoned it off. We've kept it unused. Didn't want to cause any sort of rift.
Has it been tampered with?
No, I don't think so. It's kind of been that way since we installed it. So either you help me figure that out, or you let me borrow your sword for a few hours, and I get to check it out. Either way, up to you. But I wouldn't mind help, or I wouldn't mind knowledge.
All right.
Feel free to discuss it amongst your party there.
Yes, give us a moment. I step about 5 feet away and talk to Marv, kind of like part out loud conversation, part in my head. And I say, I'm feeling like we should help with this, but have you heard of any unstable items that aren't made unstable?
No, but I was never much of an enchanter or anything like that. I don't know how that works, to be completely honest, so I'm not sure. But I don't know how I feel about getting inspected either.
That's what I was thinking. So,
All right. So we'll help in this other way?
Yeah, we'll help this other way.
All right. Hey, kid.
What?
Good work. Thanks for asking me, too. Makes me still feel like a person.
Oh yeah, you might be sword, but you're still around.
Yeah, I just appreciate it.
Yeah.
So Marv is going to give you inspiration on your next little check. Just like a bardic inspiration, like a D8.
Oh.
Yep.
Ooh, that's nice.
For asking him nicely.
Oh, okay.
Very nice of you. Brixie, she had left you guys alone.
Yeah, I think Mel probably wouldn't know what to do extremely well in this scenario. I think her and Marv, it's always been kind of, there's sentimental moments, but they don't
elaborate on them.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So I feel like
one of those,
we
both say something sappy and then punch each other in the arm and say, whatever, let's go get a hamburger.
Yeah,
I see.
Exactly that kind of. So I think she just goes, yeah, I mean, it's the least I could do.
Yeah. He goes quiet. He doesn't say much more.
We leave it at that.
Yeah. Brixie comes back over and she goes, well, what have you decided?
I think I'll help you with that missing enchanted whatever.
Her eyes flash to the sword, but she goes, perfect.
Yes.
Right this way.
All
and
right.
she leads you to this room. This room is dark. Not really well. It's not like it's not lighted. It's just dim.
Mm-hmm.
And at the back of this room, there's a couple other workstations. And they're just these like big metal tables with kind of runes carved on them.
Oh.
And you probably passed some in the main area.
Yeah. With all
and
the
you get
different...
the idea that these are something that are created to help with magic tinkering. And she comes over and she goes, most of the tables I've done myself. I create them so that the engineers and everybody, the blacksmiths, can work on them safely. We can test magic items. We can do this sort of thing. I do have a few people on the payroll that are enchanters like myself, but only a handful. Not very common, for sure.
Yeah.
And one of them, young lad, had a little bit of a struggle creating some of these workstations. And this one, ever since it was created, enchanted, anybody who does anything on it has a tendency to cause a flare-up of magic, and we've been worried about rifts, things of that nature.
All right.
So you see if you can figure that out with you and your partner there,
All
and we'll chat when you're done.
right. Quick question.
Yes, of course.
Is the boy still here? Do you know his name?
Yes, of course. He still works here. Yeah, his name's Athley.
Oh, all right.
But, it's not that he hasn't succeeded at other things.
It's just that
this was one of the earlier things, and we've just left it alone. We're so busy, we don't have time often to deal with this sort of thing. So we just cordoned off the room, and on we went. If no one's using it, it doesn't seem to be a problem.
Well, we'll try and fix it.
Okay, report back to me when you're done. I have to go check on some things.
All right. As she leaves,
Mhm.
Brixie's fine. Just make an ambient perception check of this room again.
Yeah.
Like, is there anybody in here? Is there
Yeah, do a perception check.
a horrible 9?
9. Yeah, you don't see anybody. It's
All right.
dim. It's a small room. It looks like there's a door. The door you came through is a small door, but it looks like it could be a big door that's rolled up and out of the way. It could be part of the main warehouse type of vibe, but they just kind of built a thing to close it off, and nobody's been back here.
All right.
Marv goes, I like her. She was up front. I like
Yeah.
people who are up front.
On the point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, what the heck are we doing?
We're gonna look at some things.
All right.
And, I go over to if I see it immediately. it's
Yeah, she
cordoned
pointed
off.
it out to you. It's a table at the back. It's about 8 feet wide, maybe 3 feet deep. Just a big metal table. There's some tools sitting nearby, and it's just kind of like got some runes carved into it, and that's what you see. It's just dark. It's just sitting here.
Do I recognize any of these runes or carvings at all?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No roll needed. This is stuff that's not your area of expertise.
All right. I think I look down. She said anyone that tried to use it could possibly cause an impulse of magic.
Mhm.
I think I hover my hands above the table and say, Marv,
Yeah.
if anything starts to look off and I don't see it, just like warn me or something.
Yeah, I'll be sure to stab the magic when it comes out, kid.
I mean, keep your non-existent eyes out.
Of course, of course.
All right. Nice. And I
What?
would
So are you trying to sense
I want-
things?
to touch it.
We have done this kind of before a little bit, or I should say this obscure magic. It's up to you if you want to roll Arcana, Insight, or Investigation as you touch this, and you can add that D8 that Marv inspired you with.
Oh, right.
But it is your choice.
I'm going to do investigation because
Okay.
out of those, that is my best score. On
I believe
what
this is how you did this last time too.
Yeah, on what this thing, what's kind of affecting this and what it is. For a can I save that inspiration? I mean, like, can I save it
What'd you
till the
get?
next roll?
Maybe.
Because I got with my investigation plus a 22.
22? Yeah, you can save it if you would like. We'll say it has to be dealt with this, though.
Yes, that makes sense.
22, wow. Okay. You get a kind of this feeling again, kind of like you did in the warehouse, able to sort of get a little sense of an emotional trigger that came along with this. In the case of this,
The other one was fear.
the other one was fear. This isn't a rift, though. This is just a table that, and so it's very faint. Very, very, very faint. It's not like standing in front of a rift with gloamspawn coming out, but you kind of get that sense that there's a little bit of a thread of a rift here, a gloam rift. Just a
Like-
barely thing there, and you just get the most tiny little thread of sadness. You get this kind of sense of like a deep blue color, and maybe a little bit of a sense of a guy standing here, young, thinking about a death that had been affecting him.
Oh,
You get a little sense of maybe this is this Atlee guy that was mentioned to you, and maybe when he created this, he wasn't fully in the mindset, and a little flash of a silhouette of an old woman,
oh.
maybe a grandma type vibe,
Got.
laying dead in a bed, and maybe Atlee wasn't thinking clearly.
All right.
So you get this very, very subtle sense of that. And then,
Okay.
as we do before with your abilities, kind of scans out into the room here. Sadness, a weird one, right? But the room here is dim. You find tools scattered on the ground nearby. You find the room itself is It's kind of dark and dreary. There's a broken lamp near the desk itself, near the work table.
Okay.
Hasn't been working for a while. You have this kind of moment with Marv in the back of your head. Asking somebody to do something, things like that.
Yeah.
You also probably notice nearby a folded piece of paper tucked in the back of the workbench. These are the things you notice.
Since I have time, this is not really Rift.
No. Yeah, there's no quick need.
First of all, I'm going to pick up that piece of paper because it's folded, and I think Mel probably likes folded pieces of paper.
Yeah, roll that investigation check, and if you want to use that D8, you can. Well, you roll first and then find out.
Oh, yeah. I am going to use that D8.
Okay.
22.
Another 22, wow. You open up this folded piece of paper, and in it is a note, very official-looking letter that says, like, Dear Atlee whatever, this is the office of bereavement and, whatever, the nearby, what do you call those places where people die? Mortuary?
Morgues or
Well,
mortuaries.
morgue is like in the police bin, but...
Oh, right.
Funeral
mortuary.
home.
Yeah.
That's the word.
That thing.
A funeral home. Your grandmother's body has been laid to rest. We wish you the best of luck if you would like to see the plot, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
A little note reminder that his grandmother had been buried, and he clearly missed it.
Oh.
Yes, so it was just like a reminder, a note that the funeral service went well. We wish you the best of luck, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And you see that basically what you got of that was kind of a torn up, kind of folded up paper that has been shoved in the corner of this workbench for a while.
Okay. Can you list the items for me again?
Yeah, you had a unworking lamp. You had tools scattered on the floor. You had this folded up piece of paper in the corner. And just the room in general is very dimly lit. Very sad. There's no windows or open doors or anything in here, so it's very just kind of dreary in here.
Okay. This might be a stretch.
Okay. Love it. Love a stretch.
First of all, I take that folded piece of paper with me.
Okay.
And I walk out of the room.
Okay. Back into the hubbub of the warehouse.
Big warehouse. And I go over to, is there like somebody nearby, maybe like...
There's that guy with the tubes. He was right outside this room.
Okay. I walk over.
Uh-huh.
And
I'll say there's a half-elf guy there, little stubble on his chin, youthful person. Doesn't look so much like a magic wielder so much as somebody who's stuffing clothes into a tube. That the tube itself has some sort of magic quality.
Okay. I go and tap him on the shoulder.
Hi there.
Sir?
Yes.
I was wondering if I could find, if he's on today, one by the name of Atlee.
Atlee? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi. He should be, and he kind of leans over and he points to a younger guy nearby who's wearing this guy's wearing a very dirty dark brown leather apron. And you look over at where he's pointing, there's a guy who has a little bit of a crowd of people around him, and he's sitting there working at a work table. He's got goggles on. He appears to be doing some sort of enchanting of a small item.
Oh, okay.
And he goes, yeah, he's right over there.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
And I walk off in that direction.
Yeah. You hear some like small clapping as you get closer, and then you see that the guy that got pointed out as being Atlee raises up in his hands a slightly larger one of these storage tubes.
Nice. Nice.
And he puts his goggles up on his head and he goes, I think this one we can maybe store maybe more than clothes. And everyone's like, ooh, nice.
That was not what I was expecting his voice to be at all. I don't know why, but that was just...
Wasn't it? Okay. Everyone get back to work, or Brixie will, of course, notice. We don't want that.
And do they all leave?
Yep, they all leave. You see a pin on his leather thing. Some sort of like badge indicating that he is an enchanter of sorts. You get the idea that it's of very small things.
I head up to him, kind of. I don't leave with the others. And I head up to him. and say, "Are you Atlee?"
Yes, I'm Atlee, of course.
Great.
Journeyman enchanter here at Brixie's Automancer Garage.
Oh.
How can I help you? What's your name?
I'm Mel.
Nice to meet you, Mel.
I was tasked by Brixie fixing a certain malfunctioning workbench in
His face goes pale.
that room over there.
Fixing it?
Yeah, fixing it.
Oh.
And I was wondering if as the enchanter yourself, if I could maybe help borrow you to help me with the job.
You think you can fix it?
Yeah, but I might need your help.
Oh, sort of a blemish on my career, so yes.
Yeah.
I guess I could help. You know, it's the only thing I've really messed up here.
Oh yeah, I mean, she's said that you've had a pretty good streak. It's just
I definitely still feel pretty
malfunctioning.
bad about it. We've sort of just left it alone in there. I mean, even when I tried to fix it, it almost caused a rift.
What did you do to try and fix it?
Honestly, I was just sort of casting magic at it to see if I could
Uh,
dispel it or something, but
I have a bit of experience in these sorts of things.
you do?
Yeah, well, not exactly fixing enchantments, but dealing with the same sorts of types of magic.
Okay, well, I'll follow you. If Brixie cleared you, then sure.
Yeah.
And he follows you stepped a little bit further back, and his eyebrows are a little furrowed, but he does follow you.
All right, I'm fine with that, as
Okay.
long as he's following me.
Mhm.
And I lead him back into the room. Does the door close behind us?
No, just a
No. Okay,
basic
that's fine.
door. Yeah.
And I lead him up to the workbench and say, "Now this is the workbench that you enchanted. How long ago?"
Well, I finally passed my what do you call it? I got my license just under a year ago, so I'm pretty new here to this, but I've been training here with Brixie for quite a few years. But this was just about 9 months ago, I think.
Oh, well, I've noticed that some of these magic-y things, if you're feeling too emotional when you do magic or trigger magic, it can mess it up.
I don't think I was being emotional, or that would be crazy. I'm a very normal. I'm very put together. I don't think that was the problem at all. I don't know.
I'm not saying you're like that all the time, but I'm saying in the moment that you finished enchanting this, you were thinking about something else.
I don't know what it could have possibly have been. I
pull out the piece of paper. I found this stuck in the workbench.
He gets all furrowed and he goes, "What is that? Let me see it."
I hand it to him.
And he looks at it, and you see his little lip quiver. Oh, I remember now.
And I'm just, I just go, now hold on.
Nana. I miss you and your lasagna so much.
Lasagna?
She could cook such great lasagna. I forgot. I had.
There you go.
Okay.
I just say, I
think he even pulls a lunch pail out and he goes, "I've never been able to make it as good as she did." And he's holding like a little container of not very good looking lasagna.
Okay. I just say to Marv in my head, "Yes, the lasagna. It's perfect." And
He goes, "Out of context, that would have been the weirdest sentence I think you've ever heard, but I think you're onto something."
All right. And I kind of lead Atlee over to the workbench.
Okay.
And just say, "Right now, you said you were just casting spells at it before. I'm going to tell you right now, from somebody who's had experience with this, that is not how you deal with this. So, for future accidents in the workplace, if it does happen, here's what I'll say. You were sad when you made this workbench. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
And you're sad right now.
I am. I'm just thinking about lasagna.
Yes. Yes, but it's your grandmother's lasagna.
I mean, yeah. Go on.
Do you know where I'm taking this?
Me?
Yeah.
Does it matter? Keep going.
I honestly do not really know what I'm doing. And I say, all right, so you're an enchanter, right? And so I want you to place your hands on the workbench.
No, are you sure that's safe?
I touched it before and it was fine, so.
Okay.
And place your hands on
Here,
it. There
do you
go.
want to hold my lasagna?
Oh, sure.
He hands you the lasagna. He's like, it's not that good. And then he places his hands on the table.
All right. I actually placed the lasagna down on the table.
Okay, he's looking at it as his hands are on the table.
All right.
Quivering lip.
Now, the key to closing rifts or similar magics. This isn't a rift, but it's got the same kind of vibe to it. If it's based off of an emotion that formed it, aka sadness, you want to either match or counteract that emotion. So, you're feeling sad right now.
Yeah.
About your grandmother's passing, and you're missing her lasagna.
Of course. Who wouldn't? It was great.
I'm sure it was. And then now this is going to be kind of a tag team effort here.
Okay.
So you're the one feeling the emotion, okay?
Right.
So I also touch table.
Okay.
Now I want you, and this is gonna sound really mean of me, but we're going to try to match your emotion here of how you were sad when you made this bench.
Okay.
So now focus on this lasagna.
Okay. I'm looking at it.
And this is going to sound mean of me, but think about how you told me that you're not quite as good as making lasagna.
No, I wish I had a recipe. I just
All right.
can't quite figure it out. It always comes out so droopy and cheeseless.
Why? Oh no. Okay. All right. Yes. So your lasagna is very droopy and cheeseless, and
of course.
Without your grandmother here, like, or to give you her recipe, the lasagna is coming out all bad, right?
Yes, of course.
All right. Now I want you to focus on. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay.
You're good. Let's speed it up.
And now I want you to focus on the memories surrounding that lasagna. All right. Memories surrounding that lasagna and this lasagna, and focus on how that feels to you. And
a tear starts curling down his cheek.
There you go. That's the spirit.
I'm so confused.
It's confusing for everybody's first time. And I say, I want you to try and sympathize, if you can feel it, with your own
lasagna.
Using the lasagna as a grounding point for this sympathy, but try to sympathize with the emotion that you were feeling when you made this.
Okay.
And
we've gotten to the point where you want to make the roll?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say that Marv's sword glows up a little bit. You get that sense of a little bit like rift closing, where you're just kind of trying to anchor it to something. Mm-hmm. This is a little different. It's just a table. You've used an artifact that has some sadness in it. You're using this guy as well. So I will allow you to roll your D20 with a D4 attached to it, like we did in the past. And I have a DC in my mind that you have lowered because of what you have done.
Wait, with no pluses except the D4?
Mm-hmm.
10?
That's easy enough. It was a low DC because this is not a rift. This is a table.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of sense this feeling of sort of depletion of magic course through your arm. And you look over, it seems to course through Atli's as well. And into this little tub of lasagna that sort of seems to absorb this magic a little bit. And the table goes dark. No more magic sensing from it. And the lasagna fully droops and becomes a droopy, awful, cheeseless mess and becomes this mush pile.
It's rather depressing to look at.
It's very depressing, and he holds it up and he goes, "Oh, it's so sad."
I wouldn't eat that if I were you.
Okay, I'll throw it away.
Well, yeah. That's probably a good idea now. I don't know if magical lasagna would be good to eat.
Probably not.
Yeah. Hey, though, you did it.
We did?
Right? Yeah. Because now look at this. This is a completely normal table now.
He looks at it again. He kind of puts his hand on it, and you see him cast maybe like a little bit of a magic spell, and he goes, "Oh, wait. We did do it."
Yeah. There you go. See? Now that we've got that solved, this is just a normal table, and it can be used again. Maybe not as a work table, but, you know. And you solved the problem. I only needed to help a little bit, so...
I did? Oh, man.
You can tell this to Brixie, too.
I'm going to go tell her right away. Thank you. And he just kind of looks at the lasagna, looks at you, and he just hands it to you.
Huh? Oh, thank you.
Thank you. And he runs out of the room, very, very excited. Marv's like, you gonna eat that?
Do you want it?
I'm not gonna lie, I'd give it a shot.
All right.
I'm curious.
I don't want to get any of her like stuff like dirty just in case because I do. This is like a Tupperware.
Yeah, it's like I was thinking like a little glass jar, but yeah.
If I stuck the tip of the sword into it,
love it.
Like
Yeah,
kind of like a straw.
You pull the sword out, stick it in that. You hear an
Lean it up
awful
once
like
against the wall.
noise, and the lasagna gets absorbed up into the sword. And Marv
Oh,
goes,
God.
"Ooh, oh, that was not good."
That's what I thought, but
But I do appreciate it.
thanks for being the guinea pig.
Always. With that, you hear kind of a bustle outside, and you see Brixie rushing over.
Brixie.
Atlee's in tow as well.
I think we solved it.
It's been like 10 minutes.
Yeah. We got Atlee here. Did he tell you?
He did, but it's been like 10 minutes. That's crazy. You did it? She goes and checks the
yes.
table, and she goes, my goodness.
Well, now it's got no magic, but
That's
there's-
okay. We can open it up and get it re-enchanted. Well, aren't you something?
Am I?
I think you are.
I look at Marv. Just
Atlee, good job. Get back to work. And he goes, yes, of course, and he runs away.
I say to her, do you know how to... You said you know how to close rifts.
Yes, we can do it, but it's usually a group effort.
Ah,
Emotional magic is...
it's difficult to...
It's difficult for us to do individually. We are builders, we are creators, we're not usually tied into that sort of thing. So we can, and we
Alright.
have our ways, but usually we just are prevention. We try to prevent as much as we can so we don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Often some of the rougher emotional stuff we've left to the MMCD. Not that they're very good at it themselves.
Yes, well, they're supposedly certified to do it, technically.
Look, I gotta be honest with you.
Uh-huh.
I'm not in this for the money or in this for the fame or anything like that. I'm in it to help people.
Yes.
You seem like you are too.
Yes, I am. I try to do things. I try to help people.
I appreciate that. Look, I'm out here. I've had offers. I could have gone up years ago. Could be doing this up for the Skyliners. But I've got a motto here. Here, come here. And she takes you out to the main warehouse and she points above the door and written in giant, like carved in metal letters above the door is the thing that says, always stay grounded. And she goes, my dad used to say that. Every time we'd come up with new inventions, we'd create these things. He'd say it was all fine and good, but always stay grounded.
That's good advice in different ways, too. I look down at Marv again, just like...
Yeah, you feel him nod.
Feel them
She
on.
goes, you'll need to get the papers from your friend, but as far as I'm concerned, you can use that lift anytime you need.
All right.
And she shakes your hand.
Oh, all right. I shake it, too. I say, thank you.
Yeah.
And
You ever get in a different opinion about letting me check out that sword of yours, I wouldn't mind it.
I'll let Marv decide that, if he wants to be inspected.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything right now. And
I shrug.
yeah.
And I say, Brixie,
Yes, of course.
when you said you usually leave it up to the MMCD if it's too big of a
Well, that's their job, isn't
emotional
it?
magic. Yes, it's their official job. But how long does it usually take your team to close one?
If a rift opens up?
And if you close it?
I mean, it takes a while. It's a process. Somebody has to be able to sort of guess the emotion and figure out some way to keep it grounded. We usually have to find out where it came from. It's a process. We're not very, like I said, it's definitely not something we're skilled at.
Yeah.
Why? Is that something you can do
It's
as quick as
just-
the table?
Well, it'll. Yeah. Well, yes. Like it's the process you've described, ish. But
She looks at you and she goes, well, it seems that our missing Jessica Cass might not be the only unique one in town then, is it? And she eyeballs you and Marv.
well, there's always going to be some oddballs around, right?
Ain't that the truth? All right, well, here. And she She's like, give me your wrist.
Huh? I hold out my wrist.
She takes this like metal snap bracelet and she slaps it onto your wrist.
Ow.
Yeah, she goes, sorry, show them that. That'll get you on my lift anytime you need.
Oh.
I've got one that goes right up, right outside the Bridges district.
Oh.
The market up there. I've got a little small warehouse up there. And, but you will need to show some papers to the guards up there.
Well, yes, I think as long as I can get a hold of those, I can get back on the trail.
Okay. Mel Ashgrave? I'm going to remember that one.
How do you know my last name?
Pretty sure you told me. Anyway, I'll see you soon. And she scampers off into her warehouse.
Active insight check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I don't think I ever did tell her my last name, did I?
I don't remember.
16.
Okay. Maybe for the first time, maybe it's how she smirks, gives you a wink, says see you around. You're not exactly sure with a 16, but definitely she's got a little bit more of a knowledge on you. Maybe when she went to go check on something in the warehouse, it wasn't just to go check on something. Maybe it was to check up on you.
I had thought she might, but I didn't.
A little background check type of thing. Brixie's smart. She's very, very thorough. And, yeah, you don't know for sure. But you definitely have the right idea that maybe she knows a little bit more about you now.
I watch her go.
Yep. She goes, she like 30 feet away, she starts like talking with one of the tinkerers about an item, and she goes, hey, you screwed this end backwards. You're supposed to use a 3/8 bolt, not a 5/16 bolt, like that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And she goes back to work.
Yeah, I watch her go and just be like, I think you might be right, Marv. I like her.
Well, I'm always right, so you should know better than to question it.
Well, your point has been proven wrong already.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
What's that about?
Because you're not right about being right.
That's the kind of cyclical thinking that I think is going to get you in trouble one day, kid.
Well, we're already in some kind of trouble.
As you feel a tap on your shoulder, standing there in the thing,
right. I turn around.
You turn around, and there's a small figure nearby with a newsy cap, and he goes, extra, extra, read all about it. Kid arrives with forged paperwork for Detective Mel Ashgrave.
I clamp my hand over his mouth and just say, kid.
Yeah, Skip and Florentine standing there.
We got to take this outside.
All right, after you. And as you drag Skippin out the...
I definitely grab his wrist and just start dragging him
out the warehouse door. And you hear the loud tinkering, yelling of Brixie's auto garage. We are going to close off this episode.
All right.
And you will have to get on the lift next time.
All right.
That was a fun one. You went on some interesting routes for your rift closing
I had
stuff.
no idea what I was doing.
I liked it.
He mentioned lasagna, and I was just like, the lasagna technically has an emotional connection.
It's true. And so, yes, I like that. I like giving you these improv moments this season. It's been fun. Well, next time we'll get up to some other shenanigans.
That was interesting.
Good. I'm glad. All right. Thank you all for listening.
Yeah.
In for another episode of Mirelight season.
Send us a comment, whatever from your reviews.
Yep. And I didn't get to the people that I was doing this episode, the NPCs.
Oh, yeah. Well,
no, but we will see them next time. And we will see you all next time
on Dadventurous.